Hello, this is James. Today I'm going to show you how to add a vendor group to your attributes. That way you can assign items to a specific vendor and then use that vendor for reporting purposes. So first we need to go ahead and go to the Manage menu, Inventory, and Attributes. This is where we're going to add a new group similar to department or category called Vendor. So click on Add, change the group drop-down to None, and then type in vendor as your description. Click Save. Now you have the new vendor group. Make sure the vendor is highlighted and click Add again, and you can add in any vendors that you use. In this case, we use POSX for all our hardware. So I'm going to add POSX as a vendor, and you could add a few other vendors as well, or distributors, whatever you use. So now I have vendors underneath my vendor group. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of the attributes screen and go to Manage Inventory and then Inventory again. You can see I have a couple items here. On the Attributes tab, now you're going to see Vendor. You can select one of these per group. So in this particular case, category, I could select clothing or shoes. Department can be men's or outdoor. And then vendor would be one or the other, POSIX or ScanSource. So I'm going to go ahead and just edit this item and then select POSIX as the vendor for this particular item. I'm also going to go on the ordering tab and change my reorder point to 1 and my max to, we'll say 10. We'll change this to 5. So I have reorder point 5. So as long as my item is at or below 5, it's going to be flagged for repurchasing up to 10 items. So save that. Close out of inventory. Now I'm going to go run a report. Actually, first what I'm going to do is check the on hand for this item, 0. Okay. So it should show up on this report. Check one more thing here. Show item on reorder report is checked. All right, so let's go to reports, reorder report. We're going to do custom group by attributes. What this is going to allow us to do is I want to do a custom grouping by vendor. Now vendor's in the group, and I'm just going to click on next. This is going to generate the report and then throw it up on the screen. So now you can see all of the items in my inventory are grouped by vendor. Here's the POSX vendor with my item. It says I have none on hand, max in stock is 10, I need to order 10. You can also do this with sales reports as well. And since we just applied that attribute, it's a point in time for sales. So I'm going to sell an item. No, I don't want to add a customer. And we're just going to tender cash, 20 bucks. There it is. So now we can run a sales report also by vendor, custom group by attribute. Select your specific attribute. In this case, it's going to be vendor, and click next. You can do summary there as well. And we're just going to do for today. And there you can see all the items for I sold today for vendor POSX, which is just this one item. And it shows up on this report. So that's how you add a vendor attribute. You could do the same thing for manufacturer, branding, anything you can think of. You can add an attribute group for it and apply it to a specific item. That way you can do reporting on it. Same thing for consigners. You can use the same technique for consigners to see what you have in stock for a given vendor or consigner. In this particular case, these are all the items I have in stock that have a vendor. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the one we assigned it to. So if you have any additional questions regarding how to set up vendor reporting within Cash Footprint, feel free to give us a call at 855-LOT-HILL or shoot us an email at product.support@lothill.com.